Well, really nothing happening this week. Still have this sitting outside. I'm surprised with all the rain we had. I was expecting more rust to come out from that patch job on there, but nope, I guess not. Well, I did use some primer sealer on it. So just gonna start cleaning this up probably tomorrow. Trike build, mini bike build. Still never haven't touched anything with it. Parts for my quad because it's still apart. Same way you seen in the last video. And some horde here. And if anyone watches my dad's channel, they already seen our new project that we got here. 72 Monte. Been sitting 10 years. Sat in a sea can for 7 of them. But yeah, it's very rough. Start by doing a walk around. You can see here holes in it. We have a few different ideas with this thing, but for the main part, what we're going to do is weld in patches where we need to. Same with the front fender. And we're going to paint it one color, flat, probably flat blue, I'm thinking. And we're going to use this as kind of like a, not a bush buggy or anything like that, but it's going to be for going to out to the lakes, shooting, stuff like that. So we'll be going through gravel roads, it'll be going down trails, stuff like that. So it's not going to be a show one, but yeah, just thought I'd kind of walk over top it here. Neighbor just came outside, but no big deal. Just kind of showing some of the rust. Door panels are all in the back. Has a set of shorty headers. You kind of see them right in there. Has a set of long headers underneath it there, already installed. The frame rails themselves are good. I just gotta watch out the wind doesn't blow that door shut on me. Floorboards are actually surprisingly not that bad. Where it is bad is on the other side. So coil springs off station wagon on it. So you can see there. Has the, I think it, I can't remember what rear end size it has, but the bigger one, 8.8, no, 8.5. So I'll just kind of let you guys see it here. You can see the mileage on it there. Who knows how many times that spun around. So chances are we'll be switching the seats out of it. Spare gas tank there. Don't know what shape it's in compared to the one that's on it. Modified. I can't remember what he said. He took the console shift off. Used to be the shifter used to be up on there. Smells kind of like skunk in it. So I'll just continue going over stuff like this here. Of course, they still make all the patch panels for it, but for now we're going to actually just weld this in, make our own panels. So the doors seem to be pretty decent. So besides, of course, at the ends there, like over there. Again, my dad's going to be the one posting most of the videos. We're going to keep them for his channel to try to get him some subscribers. His channel is DRVSHAFT DREW. I'll put a link in the description and in the comments. So, oh, and it has a 350 with headers on it, and a couple other little performance parts on it, but we're not too sure if we'll be keeping that motor. And 350 small block, not big block. 295s on the back, 255s on the front. So yeah, it has the big wider tires on it. This rear quarter here is actually pretty decent. So of course the normal rocker rust on it. Popped the trunk when we got it. There's some junk in it. It has 2 spare tires just to burn off. So frame rails, not that bad. A lot of surface. Trunk is rotted out on this side. Where was it? In inner fenders here. This whole side here has to be changed. So that's $395 just for the skin. I believe it's from here down, but it might be from here down. The complete one that goes up to the top here, and all the way to the trunk over here, that one's like $600. So, because this one here is pretty well gone. Yes, we might just patch it up temporary until we get the time to do it right. Just that doesn't work. Front end, white aluminum here, snapped in half. So I don't know if we'll be building a new one out of rebar or something, or if we'll be just trying to source the original one. So headliner's kind of ripped up in it. Ooh. Dirty sag rits. This fender was a new fender he had put on it, but of course you can see the time he owned it, it rotted out and he bondled it up. Or no, maybe he said he changed the wheel lips, I can't remember. Okay, and here's a shot of the engine. So you can see valve cover's leaking, needs lots of work. So when he took off the hood to take out the inner fenders, we think he might have let it sit without the air cleaner. So before we even try starting it, we're probably going to pull off the carb, the intake, valve covers, and kind of just check over the engine. So, but again, the frame rails, they seem to be actually pretty decent. So same with the firewall. So yeah. So yeah, that's about all I can really get without crawling underneath there. So and a shot here from the front. So the transmission has a leaky output shaft on it, so I know he says that it doesn't last long when you fill it up, and yeah, those are disc brakes on the front. So the back is drum. It came factory with drums, so I don't think anyone would have changed it. And sure enough, drums. So can't get that lucky. So and of course I was trying to talk my dad into doing a 5.9 diesel conversion, but nope. So he doesn't want to do that. 5.9 diesel, that would be freaking sweet. So again, we're thinking kind of along the lines of not quite Mad Max, but kind of along the lines of a budget style. Not quite redneck, but just a basic kind of build, just enough to get it through a safety, get it running, driving, and then maybe 10 years down the line or something I might start doing it right. So again, we're working on it together. So yeah, I guess that will be the end of this. And we get a shot of the engine from this side. This tire on this side is quite a bit bigger, so I don't have much room to get in here. So yeah. Oh, there's no brakes on it either, so again, small block 350 engine. But yes, there you go. That's a little bit of a glimpse of it. Oh man, that is nice. Just hooked up the air conditioner after dicking around outside all night, all day. What? The wind. Playing your video games, old fat man? Yeah. So just smoking some cheap cigars. Those guys right there. So pretty cheap, pretty decent.
Nice cold in here now.
Yeah, these guys are about $2.50, $3 each. So they're pretty cheap. Real leaf. They're actually pretty good. So yeah, I'm back on the cigars, as you can see. Nice gobby son of a bitch one here. One more thing. Anyone knows where I could buy any cheap sea cans in Manitoba? Let me know. Shipping containers, 40 footers, something along that lines. Looking for a couple of them. And other than that, this is going to be the end of the video. Saturday night. Don't think I'll be doing anything on Sunday tomorrow. And as for the car, we're still kind of deciding what we're going to do to it.
Well, I already decided on it now.
We're just going to kind of, not redneck it up, but we're
going to be a gravel road car. It's not going to be a mint-shaped car. It's not going to be a perfect paint job, but it's going to look decent. It's going to pass the safety, and I'm going to use it like an everyday driver for going down gravel roads and stuff like that anyway, so why would I want a perfect paint job on it?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to patch what could be patched. The rear,
probably put in primer, and that's good enough.
Black primer, and then maybe flat blue. We're kind of thinking that we...
I was even thinking of rocker guards.
And as you can see, I got a haircut. The old man somehow talked me into a haircut.
And I cut my own hair. But I was even thinking of just rocker guarding the whole car.
Yeah, well, rocker guarding the bottom. And as for patches, we're actually thinking we might not use any Bondo. We might leave the exposed welds just for the kind of look, and that way, you know, Bondo falls off.
I don't want no Bondo. It's going to be metal work, but it's going to be. I might use a little bit of glazing money or something to cover the rough shit, but then again, I might not. I might just leave it the way it is after it's welded and just paint over it.
The whole point of building this is for when we go fishing, hunting, shooting, gravel road, stuff that we'd take the truck down pretty much is what we'd use it for. And it's going to be a bush buggy, but we still want it reliable.
Okay, I'll admit it. I just want to burn the frickin' tires off of it.
Yeah, we bought it just as a toy. I bought a Crown Vic about 3 years ago. We're doing figure eights down sand roads, jumping it, all kinds of off-road trails. And yeah,
it's the fun part.
That's pretty much what we're going to use it for. It's going to be an off-road.
Where the cops won't give me shit for going nuts driving.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take it into the gravel pit, stuff like that. We're not going to purposely destroy it or anything because we do want it safetied.
Well, no, I still want it to run and drive, but I mean, I want to do some donuts on the gravel roads and stuff like that and burn the tires off it, like I say. So it's not going to be anything fancy.
Yeah, and as for the C-Can, temporary storage, I'm looking for 2 of them. I've been seeing some for about $2,500, $3,000, but to be honest, I don't want to pay anywhere near that. I could even be rusty. Who cares? I could paint them. I just need 2 C-Cans. And as for that, I'll explain why once I get them. So just kind of seeing prices and...
cheaper to better.
Cheaper to better. And even if it's a semi-trailer, 2 used semi-trailers could be fine. I got a couple that I have access to, one at work, but to be honest, it's more of a hassle than it's worth to take that one. But yes, air conditioning, so nice after being outside in heat.
Cold in here now.
So, yeah. Yeah, it is pretty cold. And other than that, really nothing happening, and that's the end of this.